What's good, YouTube? It's Ricky Rose coming at you with another 2K video. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to cheese. Basically, I'm going to start up a little series. I'm not going to do a playlist because I'm only going to do 3 videos. I'm going to show you the basics of cheesing. How people move around the court, how to dribble, how to, I wouldn't say catch ankle breakers, but it's possible. But the first thing you want to do is go to your controller settings. When you're in the controller settings, make sure that your pro stick orientation is on absolute. Why? Because this allows you to do the dribble moves anywhere in the court as if you were standing in the middle of the court. It's hard to explain, but just put it on absolute. It's way better. Originally, they put you, I believe, in camera relative, so just go ahead and switch that. I'm telling you, you won't notice the difference unless you really start dribbling. But the first thing I'm going to go over is the hesitation. People always ask me, like, oh, how you do that little step back, that little thing that leads you into the corner? It's very simple. All you have to be doing is running diagonally or in any which way you want, or towards the corner, and flick down on the analog. And when I mean down, the right stick. And the reason I told you to put it on absolute is because it don't matter where you at on the court, you will always have to flick the analog down to do it. If you were a camera relative, it's depending on where you're standing. It removes it. Like if you press down, you'll probably do a hesitation instead of that. So if you have it on absolute, it locks it in. So you'll always have to just flick it down to do the move. And that's why I'm telling you how to put it on absolute. I might do a video telling you how the differences and showing you how the differences on those two things. But the next thing I'm gonna be talking about is the spin. People actually asked me before how you do that as well. That little half spin that it's like they do like a behind the back dribble and shit. And niggas, they spin off, they zoom off, they do the behind the back, and they just take off on everybody. I do that too, not as much anymore, because now we got all these ankle breakers and you can't really catch them with it. Unless you like tag it along with the behind the back, you might catch an ankle breaker, but it's rare. All you have to do, depending on where the ball is, like if it's in the right hand, you have to start your right stick from that hand. So if it's in the right hand, start your right stick on the right side and rotate it towards your left hand, and you'll do it. You don't have to hold any button. All you have to do is rotate it. You have to be standing still. You cannot do this while you're moving, because if you're moving, most likely you'll do that ugly ass spin and get the ball taken. So always keep that in mind. In the second video, how the basics of cheesing 102, I will show you how to combine it, how to like get out of it. I showed you some of it. You could do the behind the back, you could do the crossover. It doesn't really I ain't really go into detail in this video, but I will be doing it in the next one. Always keep that in mind. I'm gonna do 3 of them. The last thing I'm gonna be talking about is the crossover. There's a bunch of crossovers that you can use. I'm using 6 right now because it's accurate, it's quick, it looks good, even though all the crossovers basically look the damn same. But I recommend you try using 2. But if you want a wider one, you could try using 10 or 16. Really up to you. 16 used to be the cheesy one in 2K15, just in case you were asking. Well, we're wondering. I'm telling you, everybody probably already know how to do this, but this is the basics, because like you got to know the basics in order to chain it. You can't just get on the court and start spamming your analog. Most likely you're just going to get ripped. In order to do a crossover, you have to be moving. You can't just, if you're standing still, you're basically just going to do a regular dribble from one hand to one hand. While you're driving towards the basket, depending on which which hand you have the ball in, if you have it in your left, you have to flick your right stick analog to the right. And that's how you do it. Simple as that. To do a double crossover, all you have to do, if you have it in the left hand, you flick the right stick to the right, and then you flip it to the left simultaneously, like back to back, instantly, boom boom, and you'll do it. Some of them is a little like you feel like it's not really doing it, like this one right here. As you can see, he takes like a pause when I'm doing it with 6. But if you're using I believe 16 or 2, it looks way better than how it is if I'm using 6, like right now. Like I feel like there's that little gap. I'm still accepting friend requests. I got a whole bunch yesterday. I accepted all of them today. So if you still want to play with me, if you want to invite me to the squad, feel like playing, running 3-2s, just add me. But that is the video of the day. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what other videos you want to see on the channel. It's Ricky Rose, and I'm out of here. And I break the shot. Shit.